both of these ball clubs, combining for 32 runs, 53 hits in 2 games, and 1 run separating the ball clubs in both of the first 2 games. Pitchers, where are you? Game 3. It's the Orioles on Masson and WJZ on a Saturday night at the ballpark. And yes, Bird bobblehead night it is. We'll see lots of them around the ballpark during the game tonight. Big house already on hand. Hi, everybody. I'm Gary Thorne, and welcome for these 2 ball clubs. Wow, the offense they are putting up in their season series and in these last 2 games. Will the pitchers somehow be able to put a hold on one or both of these offenses? We're going to find out tonight. And as we enter the new month for the Orioles, we'll take one more look back at July. Here's what they did. A record of 11-14 was 10th in the American League. Their runs at 93 was 12th. The Orioles have gone 1 month where they've been in the top 3. The next month they dropped down to 11 or 12. It's happened again. The OPS was 12th. The home runs 6th at 34. And the team ERA right in the middle of the pack, 3.63. What a month it was for Chris Davis. 272, 7 home runs, 21 RBIs. For Adam Jones, 7 home runs, 13 RBIs, and a 288. Chris Tillman was second best among starters in the American League ERA with a 1.31 for the month of July. Only Scott Kazmir had a lower ERA. Brad Brock out of the bullpen, nothing. 7 strikeouts, 8 1/3. Zach continued to shut him down. 5 saved, 9 games, and a 1.08. So, Jim, overall, what it did was kept them in a race.
Well, it did, and I think the only thing that really, the one number came in, number 1 in runners in scoring position. They're still very good at 284, but they've gone from about 319 all the way to 284, and that's the reason 5 1-run losses in the month of July. So hopefully they'll start hitting the clutch, and we've seen that over the last 2 nights.
And Kevin Gausman will be out on the mound trying to get a W as a starter. It's been a while for him in that department. When we come back, game 3 of 4, Tigers and the Orioles. Is brought to you by Southwest Airlines. Book your low fare now at southwest.com and by a local Mercedes dealership. Another gorgeous summer night here in Baltimore. Take a look at our BGE home game time temperature. We are at 86 degrees. clear skies, humidity at 42%. BGE Home, Baltimore's home team for heating, cooling, plumbing, and electrical. Why would you call anyone else? Let's take a look at the starting lineup for the Tigers. Ghost, Iglesias, and Kinsler. It'll be Victor and J.D. Martinez. McCann doing the catching. Castellanos, Avila, and Rajah Davis. Ian Kinsler, the last 10, a real hot bat.
And Kevin Gausman, a 24-year-old right-hander out of Colorado, but went to Louisiana State University. A lot of fastballs, and why not? 93 to 98, two-seamer, four-seamer. And then the breaking ball, out of college, it was a curveball and a slider. Now it's not using the slider, just a curveball. Pretty effective. In fact, everything was very effective in his last start. So again, the ERA, it's not a true ERA because he started the year out of the bullpen, had some shoulder problems. And again, the one number you're going to see up here, that coming down, really dominates righties under 200, and lefties, his last start, it was about 358. So pitched very well against Atlanta. And again, one of those guys that he pitches well, very much like Wei Chen, but they don't score. This will be, his 6th start. In his 5 starts, they've got him 4 runs.
It's been a long time for wins between starts. He has a victory in relief, but the last time he won a game as a starter was back in August of 2014 against Cleveland. He's gone winless in 12 starts since then. Buck Showalter hoping this young 23-year-old right-hander can add to the W column in the ball game tonight against the ball club, which he is 0-1 against lifetime, and is facing Tigers for the first time this year. Anthony Gose in the leadoff spot stands in. We're underway. Pitch will be taken away, 4 ball. Gose with a 1-for-1. The only time he has faced Kevin Gausman in the series. 1 hit, 4 times up. Machado in at third base. Good speed here. And fouled that one back onto the screen. 1-1. Gausman going up against a team that has put up enormous numbers, as have the Orioles in these 2 games. These clubs have made this whole season series so far, 5 games, all about offense. Foul back. The Tigers are hitting .307 against the Orioles. The Orioles are hitting .302 against the Tigers. The only team the Orioles have a higher batting average against this year is the Red Sox at .308.
And in the series, Tigers are over 400.
Amazing.
They think Ted Williams or maybe Ty Cobb.
And we've had 2 one-run ball games.
Exactly. Well,
go figure, right? A 2-ball, 2-strike count. And to keep Gose off with that good speed in that leadoff spot. Machado backs up on the count here. And a chopper that goes off the mask of Caleb Joseph.
So he broke an 0-for-24 off of O'Day. Talking about Anthony Gose, I mean, he really kind of cued one over the head of Manny Machado. It spun into foul territory for a double. Of course, at the time the game was 8-7. There's the hitting instructor, Wally Joyner, great hitter in his own right when he played.
2-2 delivery, and there's a heater up at 96 for the K.
Well, you want to even the equation a little bit, be able to throw 96. Anthony Gose thinks it's going to be in the zone. Watch this ball just take off at 96. Great location, movement, and velocity. You have those 3. I'm going to have a pretty good night.
Tigers have scored a run in each of the first innings of the first 2 games of this series. 2 in one game, 1 in the other. Iglesias coming up. Iglesias with a 4-game hit streak. He is 4th in average in the American League coming into the day's games, and he's had a big series, 5 for 10. Second base, Jonathan Scopes got it, makes the play. Now the defense has played such a big part for the Orioles since Buck Showalter's been here. He talked about this play today. Jones got cut it off. Look where the throw is. Perfectly positioned so that Scope could make the perfect relay to the plate. Wow.
Yeah, so Parra comes on, 2-time Gold Glover. The Orioles acquire him from Milwaukee. Jonesy, 4 Gold Gloves. Chris Davis, first baseman, playing right field and doing it well. Machado, the Platinum Glove. 3 in a row for Hardy, Scope, Wieters. He's got a couple of Gold Gloves, but not at first. He'll be over at first base, and then Caleb Joseph doing the catching.
There is Parra making his first appearance for the Orioles, playing in left field. For Matt Wieters, by the way, this is the first time Matt Wieters has played first base for the Orioles. and it's only his second major league start at first base. He has come on once in a substitute role playing at first June 16th of this year. Swing and a miss. Gausman's got some flames going here, and an 0-2 count on Kinsler.
Well, he was the in 2012 the 4th pick in the draft. And the Orioles are pretty much over the course of his career seen why. Great arm. And he's still got to get the experience factor here at the big leagues. And of course the Tigers, you know, Miguel Gonzalez, the 4-pitch pitcher, maybe tops out 92, 93. The same with Chen. A little different. And you can have max velocity tonight, and if he can make his pitches.
1-2 is going to be popped up. Shortstop J.J. Hardy backing up. He's got it. And a 1-2-3 inning. And that has been the toughest inning for Kevin Gausman. 7 runs in the first. Not in this one. Game on this Saturday night, whooping it up already. Let's take a look at the old starting lineup, brought to you by Southwest. Book your low fare now, southwest.com. Machado, Parra, bat second. Jones, Davis, and Wieters, Hardy, Brady, Scope, and Joseph. 14-game hit streak for Hardy and for Parra.
And Anibal Sanchez, well, fastball, slider, curveball, good changeup. He knows how to pitch. 10-8 on the year. The ERA it's come down lately. Struggled early, 4.61. So again, a lot of innings. Less hits than innings pitched, and strikeouts a little bit below. And again, in one number, 22 home runs. We'll see how that plays here at a very, very hitter-friendly ballpark.
And here's Manny Machado to lead it off. Those 22 home runs are third highest in the American League, given up by a pitcher. For Manny, 4-game hit streak with a 3-for-8 in this series, a home run and 3 RBIs against the Tigers in 2 games. And for Manny, offense just goes on.
Well, it really does. And again, the big home run was a 2-run shot last night of Jorge Valdez, who came in, major league debut, got behind him. I mean, he walloped one to left center field.
Manny will take the pitch outside. By the way, want to make sure we give recognition to Givens. Got his first win last night.
Yeah.
He was 1-0 now, major league. Congratulations. Tough time for Valdez, who made his major league debut, took the loss in that ball game. That one's going to go to left field, and that's going to fall in for a base hit. Manny's got a 5-game hit streak and a leadoff single. So the fans ready. Let's listen in here as they greet the newest Oriole, Gerardo Parra. Standing ovation. Why not? Look at the numbers that he's put up this season in the National League. Among the best offensive players in the league before being acquired. Pitch will be taken away for a ball. He was leading among the National League rankings, 4th in average. He was 9th slugging percentage, on base percentage, also 9th. Throw over to get him back to the bag. He had 30 starts in the leadoff spot, but only 30. He batted in a lot of places in the lineup.
Yeah, the Orioles have been looking for a left fielder since opening day. And here we are on August 1st. They have one. It's an upgrade.
Big pickup potentially for the Orioles. Certainly looks that way. Castellanos playing in at third. That's going to get down the line in right field. Welcome to Camden Yards. A base hit. Manny Machado will be held up. Parra with a double in his first at bat as an Oriole.
Well, this is how you hit. I mean, this is actually a pretty good pitch from Sanchez in the sense that he gets it up and in. But look where the bat head goes. Just collapses the arms. I mean, again, can you get the bat head to the ball? You don't hit 328 if you can't do it. And then down into the corner where J.D. Martinez will run it down.
Boy, what a time to get Parra. He's now 9 for 15 lifetime off Sanchez. He's faced Sanchez the number of at bats.
Well, the other thing, we talk about the Orioles, their record, how many runs they scored. He was hitting 438 in the month of July.
Hot bat, and he's got a 15-game hit streak. The Orioles got 2 in scoring position with nobody out. Adam Jones has had a big series. You see the 4 for 8, 2 home runs, 4 RBIs.
And we'll see what Adams' approach is. As you mentioned, he's been red hot, home runs. But again, you hit 2 balls to the right side. You try to shoot them. They're playing back. You most likely will score 2 runs. So we'll see if they play small ball or situational baseball or.
Adam 3 for 7 off Sanchez. 1-0 delivery to him. That's going to be blooped to second base. Kinsler will go back and make the catch. The runners stay right where they are.
Yeah, take a look at the Tigers defense. Raji Davis all over the place. He's in left. Goes, can get him. J.D. Martinez 12 assists. Castellanos. Iglesias, a great series with the bat and the glove. Kinsler, Avila, former catcher, now playing some first base with James McCann, doing a terrific job behind the plate for the Tigers.
So that'll leave it up to another hot bat in the Orioles lineup, and that is Chris Davis. Also a big series for him with a 4 for 8, 2 home runs, 5 RBIs in the series. 2 games, 5 RBIs against the Tigers. Chance for 2 more right here. The Orioles in the series coming into this ball game 6 for 22 in the 2 games with runners in scoring position. Now 6 for 23. They are still second in the American League as a team at 284.
Yeah, for Sanchez, the 283 runner in scoring position number is pretty high. That's about 30 points higher than the league average.
0-1 delivery to Davis will be inside to him. Chris has a 2 for 4 off the Tiger right-hander.
But a veteran right-hander, I mean, we've already seen him use his fastball. I mean, the first fastball was 89, second one to Manny Machado 91, third was 93. So again, he can add and subtract with that pitch.
Here's the 1-1 delivery. Davis will go towards second base. Run will score. Iglesias makes the play. So the Orioles get the lead on the ground ball out as Manny Machado scores. Parra will move over to third base, and the Orioles have a 1-0 lead in the ball game.
Pretty routine, except that you touched on something last night. Most strikeouts in the American League. So the fact that he's able to make contact and put the ball in play gets him a run.
That's 71 RBIs. Chris had 72 last year, so he's almost matched his RBI output. Parra now at third base. Matt Wieters up. So Matt, the first baseman in the ball game, he's got a 4-game hit streak. He's had a 3 for 5 in this series. Base hit here can get Parra in from third base. Sanchez out of the stretch, the 0-1. And Wieters will bloop it. That's going to fall in. Base hit and an RBI. 2-out single for Matt Wieters. And the Orioles have a 2-0 lead. Is 15th run batted in.
Well, there's a term in baseball, stay inside it. Sometimes you might not be your intention, but you get jammed. Watch him just kind of fight it off. Slices it over the head of Iglesias. And the Orioles get their second run. So what, he came in as a pinch hit for the DH, got 2 hits on 2 nights ago. Now 1 for 1 as a first baseman.
And he too has hit Sanchez hard. He's 4 for 7 off him with a home run now.
Don't you got to think that's why he's in the lineup at first?
Yep. So the Orioles strike early and get the 2-0 lead. What the Tigers had done in the first 2 ball games. Hardy now trying to catch up to Parra. These are the 2 longest hit streaks in the majors, at 15 games for Parra with a double he got here in the inning, and Hardy right behind him at 14. There they are, 1 and 2 in hit streaks. J.J. Hardy with a couple of hits, 9 at bats in the first 2 games of the series. Virtually no breeze here at the ballpark tonight. He'll go the other way, and that'll be foul. Look at this crowd. I mean, they are just packed in here at Oriole Park at Camden Yards tonight. I think the biggest of the 3 we've had for these games. That'll go to second base. Kensler's got it hit hard. He'll make the play over to first to Avila for the out, but the Orioles get a couple of runs. They do it on 3 hits, no errors, 1 left. Those are up, 2-0. Double in his first at bat will come around to score. And a reminder, as you enjoy a cold one, to look forward to Miller time later in our game, brought to you by Miller Lite.
Yeah, he could be the ideal second place hitter, not only because he's hitting over 300, but he can pull the ball, and you saw that. You know, you want somebody. That's why Manny, before he became the leadoff hitter, he could shoot the ball to right field with the best of them. Now you have a guy that is a veteran where he doesn't have to really do it. It just comes natural because he's got a quick bat.
So Kevin Gausman gets a couple of runs to work with. Surprise, surprise for Kevin.
Well, I just hope he doesn't overreact to all this run support, because you know, this is his 6th start. They got him 4 in his first 5. And to his credit, he didn't overreact to it. You just go, you know, you can't really do anything about it other than pitch well. And sometimes, you know, there are going to be months, there's going to be years, half years. Sometimes you get more runs than others.
Here is Victor Martinez, and he will take the pitch for a strike. Victor's had a 1 for 9 in the series, switch hitter. He's not had a hit against Kevin Gausman. He's gone 0 for 4 against the young Oriole right-hander. For Martinez, 361 right-handed, 222 left-handed, but 5 of his 6 home runs have come from this side of the plate.
Yeah, you kind of wonder how healthy he really is. You know, tore the meniscus working out in February, and then came back, started the season, and then went on the DL. Last year, the second in the MVP voting behind Mike Trout. I mean, he had some kind of year last year. And then you're 36 and, run as well. Always a dangerous hitter, though.
Has power.
Well, he'll look here. I mean, even out over the plate, gets the bat head out. He can just go get the ball sometimes. Every time you ever play the Tigers, and if you're my age and you came up where you had to go to Tiger Stadium, the old stadium, you think of Al Kaline, and that's what Al could do. Hall of Famer. He could take your best fastball up and away and flick it into the stands. Victor can do that.
He is 4 for 20 this year against the Orioles. Has a home run and 3 RBIs. 2-2 delivery on the way, and that'll be lifted foul again. For Kevin Gausman against the Tigers, third career start. He has gone 0-1 against them with a 5.4 ERA. On the homes front, he's not given up a run here at Camden Yards in the last 16 innings that he has pitched here. And a swing and a miss, and again goes up to get him. A couple of strikeouts on the high heater.
Yeah, I think a decision you make, whether you're Kevin Gausman, Caleb Joseph behind the plate, is he catching up with your fastball? So he was late on the other ones, and this one's 96, and it's not only 96, it's in the middle of the plate, but it moves. So good velocity, good movement. Maybe not the greatest location, but certainly very serviceable at 96 up in the zone.
This is Kevin's 31st major league start. And all the times he's been up and down, fans may not realize he has that many. Swinging a foul ball, that one hurt. Down goes J.D. Martinez, the Tiger right fielder, who put that one down hard on the leg.
Yeah, two-seamer, you hit it straight down at somewhere ankle, shin. Well, it doesn't matter, it hurts. Oh, knee.
Ooh. That'll bring the trainer and manager.
Well, beautiful night, so it's not going to bring rain, but it's bringing a lot of pain to home plate.
He started heading over to that dugout like he was going to go off the field. J.D. Martinez, of course, big part of their offense now. As Cespedes gone, he's been there. He is their leader in offensive numbers.
Yeah, and then Cabrera out with the calf pull. So here again, any way you look at it, it hurts.
No. Now the Orioles a chance to make some ground today. The Red Sox beat Tampa 11-7, and Kansas City over Toronto. Score is 7-6. We'll update you with a little wrap on those ball games as we go along. Tampa Bay is really starting to fall, and I can't say that a lot of people are surprised at that, as they were relying on an injured pitching staff to provide them with a chance to win virtually every game, and they were doing a great job of it. But
and then limited offense.
Yeah, it's catching up to them. The Rays now are 51-54. They started 8 games behind the Yankees. Their only hope really is realistically is a wild card spot. Toronto started tied with the Orioles for second. So the Orioles, for the moment at least, are a half game ahead of Toronto in second place. They trailed the Yankees by 6. But more importantly for the Orioles at this point, that wild card spot remains up. They're only a game behind Minnesota for the second wild card spot, and he's going to hang in there. Martinez will stay in the ball game.
What did the Twins pick up Kevin Jepson? I think he went to the Twins. They were, when we were in there, they were looking for bullpen help. So
and to catch up with the rosters is going to be about a week's worth of work around baseball.
I was looking today, and after the first page of all the transactions,
man. Here's the 0-1 delivery on the way by Gausman. Fastball will be taken up high. The Orioles had to make a move today as Mike Wright came out with that left calf strain yesterday. So the right-hander in the day he was called up is out on the DL. Jorge Rondon is now in the bullpen. That'll be foul back. Rondon called up today, 26 years old. He was at Norfolk, claimed off waivers from the Colorado Rockies on May 10. Rondon in the middle of your picture there, so we may see him in the ball game. Wright will be going with Steve Pearce down to Sarasota tomorrow or Monday for rehab purposes. Down the line in right, it's going to be a foul ball, and not by that much. No chance for the catch to be made, though, as Davis was swung around.
Yeah, if you watch J.D. Martinez, he hit a home run off Wei Chen. It was a 3-2 fastball down and in, and hit a screamer down the left field line. And then the first night, a couple of breaking balls for hits down in Tampa. He got the game tying hit against Chris Archer on a breaking ball.
Here's the 1-2 delivery on the way to him, and not even close to catching up with that. Another one at 96, 3 strikeouts.
Yeah, 96 in great location. The one big thing, I tell you what, if you looked at Kevin Gausman against Atlanta, and not as good an offensive team as the Tigers, he was able to get the ball in the outside third of the plate, outside quarter of the plate. Probably the best I've ever seen it to right-handers.
Well, the Orioles are really counting on him now, not just for this year, but for the future. This is a part of their rotation. They hope for a long time to come. James McCann, the catcher, will stand in. Big series, 4 for 9. 2 down, nobody on. McCann will take it outside for a ball. I was talking to Wayne Kirby about the outfield today, and we'll have a chance to take a shot. The Orioles never cover lines. There's Wayne, who's in charge of the outfielders. They play close together, if you will, towards the middle. 1-0. And I said, Wayne, why? He said, to avoid collisions. He said, when you got guys spread out in the outfield and 2 of them go running after a ball, what you're going to get is a big collision. He said, we don't cover the lines because a ball hit down the line is either going to go in the corner or out of the ballpark. We don't defense against those things we can't defense against. I'd never heard that before. Hardy makes the play, and McCann is retired. 6 in a row set down by Gausman with the help of the D. Mr. Kirby, Mr. Outfield. Of the game, visit mdlottery.com/baseball. John Peter, good luck. Boy, we've had some great weather here at Camden Yards. It's summer, but it's beautiful.
Yeah, the humidity, as you mentioned, it dropped from in the 80s till last night into the 40s. 41 degree humidity, not temperature.
Yes. That's coming up in San Francisco.
Well, yeah, I think the average temperature at night, the Orioles are going to play 2 night games in Oakland, across the bay from San Francisco. It's going to be about, I think, get as low as 57, 58. Days are going to be 70.
Good. Bring a sweater.
Yes, winds. Bring a sweater. Variable winds at 14 miles per hour or such.
Ball hit hard towards the gap. Paredes got a hold of that one. That'll take a hop off the top of the wall. Ghost and Davis both out there. Rajah Davis gets it in. Paredes didn't take long. The DH, a leadoff double.
Well, one of the reasons the Orioles did not score a lot of runs in July is because Jimmy slumped. That changed a little bit last night. Couple of hits. Kingdon curveball right here. He doesn't miss it. So wasn't getting a lot of pitches to hit. Certainly got one there and takes advantage of it.
Well, the Orioles with a chance to add to that 2-0 lead. Paredes waiting on a Jonathan Scope base hit to make his way home. Jonathan here in the series has picked up a 1 for 8, 254 in the month of July for Scope. 4 home runs. Almost bunted that one into left field.
Well, that would have worked, but either take a shot to right. Yeah, pretty easy to see the finish line when you only have, what, 60 more games to go. You know, sometimes the finish line seems so far away that when you start out in April, even though games in April, August, September, July, they're all the same. They all count.
0-1 count, runner on second base. Scope will go after that one, drives it to right field. J.D. Martinez looking for the wall, finds it, runner will tag. He'll get it in, so he moved him up. Paredes goes to third with 1 out.
Yeah, you like the approach.
Our Maryland Live Casino inside the numbers. Anibal Sanchez.
Yeah, so you don't pitch well, you still get a lot of runs. 5.2 is plenty, and then start pitching better. And they pitch 8 runs a game. Collectively, they're up over 6 for the season. As we mentioned, if you've been with us, Tigers, even though you know, Triple Crown winner Miguel Cabrera out of lineup since July 3rd, they haven't had a whole lot of trouble scoring runs, especially for Anibal. Jeff Jones, pitching coach for the Tigers, longtime pitching coach.
Another RBI chance, and the infield's going to be drawn in. Only in the second inning. But the Tigers want to cut that run down if they can. Caleb Joseph. He'll foul it away. Boy, has he been good at this. Paredes all year long has led the Orioles. Average in runner and scoring positions. He's been second or third in the league. But right behind him, there's Paredes, who's a 368 in these situations. But Caleb Joseph is hitting 356. And a lot of that has come, as we talked about the other night, in late inning pressure situations. 7th inning on, where teams are separated by 3 or fewer runs.
So you know Sanchez doesn't want him to.
He gets a base hit and an RBI. Paredes will score. Joseph has done it again. And the Orioles have a 3-0 lead.
Yeah, that's the amazing thing. You know, since the beginning of spring training, not only for the Orioles, every team, man on third, less than 2 outs, get a pitch you can hit to the outfield. This is a changeup. It's not a bad changeup. Maybe a little bit in the middle of the plate, but it's down. You wait. You don't try to do too much. Your approach is not over swing. And there you go. Double, single to left. Orioles now up by 3.
32 RBIs. Paredes scores with a leadoff double. And Joseph's on at first base with the RBI. 3 runs, 5 hits for the Orioles. Off Anibal Sanchez. And the pitch will be taken outside. Manny Machado, a base hit. These bullpens, but especially for the Tigers, in the first 2 games, I mean, excessive use. And Brad Oswalt has got to be over there going, oh my Lord, not again. Sanchez may have to eat up some innings no matter what the score. Ground ball will go to short. Iglesias. Oh, what a play! They do not get the double play, but they get the force out as Kinsler and Iglesias combine on a great out at second base.
Yeah, you know, I've been reading about this. You see it in the highlights, and until you really see it, it's hard to believe. You know, you figure he's going, and then look at this. And not only does he do it, it's a perfect toss.
Wow.
I mean, Omar Vizquel, first base coach, what, 12, 13 straight gold gloves, used to bare hand balls. Well, you know, you go, not a high percentage play. It was for him.
He can do it. It's
yeah,
great.
Exactly.
That's a great play.
Have you seen Iglesias throw one ball? I don't know what kind of arm strength he has.
No.
Ball always gets there. Step or 2 or 3 and ahead of the runner.
Smooth. Very smooth. 2 down. Sanchez, chance to get out of it with only a run here. Parra up. A double and a run scored for the new Oriole. A lot of talk about where Parra would hit. Well, he's hit about everywhere. Buck Showalter had a breakdown today of where he's been in the batting order. He's hit first 30 times, second 22, third twice, sixth 13 times, seventh 7 times, eighth 1 time. So the only spots he hasn't hit in this year is 5th and 9th. Down to first, that will be a foul ball. And as you would expect, Showalter said when I asked him, where do you like to hit? He said 1 through 9.
Buck was happy he was at least 5'10". I go, he's hitting .438 in the month of July. Who cares how tall he is? Buck goes, I just feel more comfortable.
Yeah.
I go, whatever makes you happy. I think he probably is very elated about that double back in the first too.
Ooh. Throw over and a little collision right there with Manny Machado and Avila.
Now Avila's a catcher. He's used to blocking the plate. And throw into the runner. Boy, you're trying to go get it. You don't want it to go down into the line. Manny wants to get back. Probably out if he catches it, but it hits somebody.
It hit Manny right in the foot.
Well, maybe the thigh.
Yeah, down thigh and down. If it hadn't, he would have had another base or two. He's smiling, so I guess he's all right. Parra with an 0-1 count. Sanchez concerned about Manny Machado taking off on him. Parra will take the pitch and it'll be down low. Stolen bases against Sanchez are many. 14 out of 18 have been successful when he's been on the mound.
Yeah, you get a lot of young pitchers and you're getting knocked around a little bit. You may forget about the runner, but he's been around long enough at age 31 that he's not going to do that, even though you can run on him. Now, whether they will or not, it's a whole other question.
And the pitch is going to be taken inside. I asked Buck Showalter today, is he a 5-tool player? And Buck's response was, there are no negatives in the 5 tools we talk about. He's above average in all of them.
And those are what? Hitting for power, hitting for average, running, throwing, fielding.
Yep.
You can do them all. And
really well. Runner goes, foul back. He is. Buck asked the question today, has any other outfielder ever won a Gold Glove in 2 different outfield positions, which Parra has done, both left and right? No other player except Parra has won a Gold Glove in 2 different outfield positions. And you see this year, he's played all 3. 2 ball, 2 strike count. Manny Machado off first base. Takes off. Got a real big jump. Throw down a little high. Stolen base.
Yeah, that's all it takes. He had a good jump. Guy's pretty deliberate. Already down by 3. Doesn't want to throw a double, maybe a home run. Wants to throw a strike. Good jump. Straight steal. Never looks. And then Pagano had come in at over 40%. That's what they're looking at. Did the hand beat the tag? And it did.
So Manny's in scoring position now. Parra's got a chance for his first RBI as an Oriole. 3 ball, 2 strike count, and 2 down. Parra will foul that one away.
A little cut fastball, trying to jam him to get out of this inning.
Contact hitter, 57 strikeouts, 20 walks in 323 at bats. So Parra gets the bat on the ball. And here in the number 2 spot with Manny out in front, the way he's hitting, he's going to have somebody on base ahead of him a lot. 3 ball, 2 strike count. Pitch on the way to him. That one down the line in left field. Rajah Davis giving chase, and he'll make the catch. Parra is retired. The Orioles get a run on a couple of hits with 1 left on and extend their lead to 3-0. Locations, visit ywaitinther.com. There are some zeros. You can add a couple more to Kevin Gausman. He's up to 17 now in these longest active scoreless streaks at home.
And those are numbers. Keuchel, a starter. Brock obviously out of the bullpen. Same with Lowe. Just got traded to Toronto from the Mariners. And John Danks and Gausman starters.
There's the number for Kevin in those home games, 5 of them, and a 1.06 ERA. So the Orioles up as we go to the third inning. Castellanos, Avila, and Davis will be due up. 0 for 6 in the series for the third baseman. 0 for 12 against the Orioles this year, and 0 for 13 lifetime in this ballpark. To which he goes, oh, let me end that.
We had the big hit on Wednesday, but that wasn't here. It was in Tampa. 2-1 win.
And a 2-strike count from Kevin Gausman. Orioles starters had 64% of leadoff batters retired. He'll like to push that number up a little bit. 11 wins, 14 losses in his young career. Infield slightly played around, playing Castellano to pull. 0-2 pitch and almost got him inside. Will back him away.
Well, he pitched against Alex Wood of Atlanta. They went 0-0 into the 8th inning, both of them. And I met Alex Wood before he got traded to the Dodgers. He said, why did they keep sending Gausman out? You know, again, they pitched against each other down in the SEC. Kevin pitching for LSU. And I said, wow, they had 6 starters coming out of spring training. And one of them, who got designated for assignment yesterday, Bud Norris, won 15 games. So he was the odd man out.
2-ball, 2-strike count. We wish Bud all the best as they look for a trade or someone interested. Down to third, Manny Machado on a hop. 1 down, third inning. Tomorrow, all the kids 14 and under can live out their big league dreams by running the bases. Oriole Park as the O's take on the Tigers. 1:35, 4th game of this 4-game set. Gather up family and the crew and come make some Birdland memories. Good seats remain. Tickets, Orioles.com or 888-848-BIRD. A lot of youngsters on hand here at the ballpark for this game tonight. A lot of fans came early to make sure they, or hoped to get, one of the Bird bobbleheads. Alex Avila. Avila playing some of the first base time while Cabrera is out. He's only had 1 at bat in this series and is 0 for 1. Avila, a couple of hits, 12 at bats against the Orioles this year. Gausman's 1-0 delivery, and that'll be under the arms and inside. We round out this homestand tomorrow against these Tigers. Ubaldo Jimenez against Daniel Norris, one of the new members of the Detroit Tigers. Norris 1-1, Jimenez 8-6. 1 o'clock goes extra, and ball game at 1:30. Ooh! Right by the head of Gausman with a shift on. Play is made by Hardy.
Yeah, that's the shortstop.
Wow.
So Avila, you know, like, hey, he hit a couple of hits against the Orioles in Detroit the other way. I mean, this is a bullet. Couldn't get the glove down. It's almost like he knew that JJ was playing right behind him. Either that or was just couldn't react. Maybe a combination of both of them.
As long as the ball goes by me, in that case, probably didn't care who was behind him.
If you were with us last night, what, 3 pitchers?
3 pitchers.
3 pitchers. Target practice last night.
Yeah, 3 pitchers were hit on comebackers, hard comebackers. Here is Rajai Davis. He's hit both 1st and 9th in this series. He's had a 4 for 9. And he'll take that one on the bounce. So Gausman trying to go through the lineup here, retiring the first 9 faced if he can get Rajai Davis. Maybe this is the day where all that's happened to the Tigers shows up. Well, the players who have been sent, loss of their #1 starter, loss of their closer, loss of Costa Cabrera is still out. So Cespedes being traded. Tigers are out of it. Brad Ausmus knows it. Long shot for anything postseason. Pitch is taken down low, but their bats first 2 games as hot as ever.
Yeah, and if you're sitting on the bench and you're Kevin Gausman, you're going, okay, I'm going to go out there and try to make better pitches. They got a lot of good pitches to hit and didn't miss them, to their credit.
Davis taking.
As did the Orioles. Last night the Orioles took advantage of free passes, and then of course also did their hitting. Orioles, it wasn't really about the walks. It was just they put the ball in play hard.
Popped up first base side. Wieters. He's got it. Little different angle over at first than catching. And 9 in a row retired by Gausman. Armaz the do-ups. Jones, Davis, and Wieters. Cam, and you just might see yourself in an upcoming broadcast brought to you by T-Mobile. So the Tigers have lost J.D. Martinez. Big bat out of the lineup in right field. Fouled that ball off his knee. And Collins, who just came up to the ball club yesterday, is going to take over in right. Tyler Collins up from AAA, the Mud Hens.
Yeah, been up a couple of times. Pinch hit home run earlier in the year.
Adam Jones will lead it off. Anibal Sanchez will have Jones, Davis, and Wieters due up against him. The Orioles 3 wins, 2 losses against the Tigers on the year. Jones going after one upstairs. Adam now has got a pretty good number going as far as consecutive games with home runs against opponents. He's got a 3-game streak with home runs against the Tigers. 0-1 delivery on the way. Good off-speed delivery. Broke on the outside corner from Sanchez for an 0-2 count. Adam with a 3.48 lifetime off the right-hander. Oh, 2 delivery on the way to him. Inside out fly ball to right. Of course it is. Collins just came in. It's required. He's got it. One away here in the bottom half of the 3rd inning.
And Anibal Sanchez says, better way to start. Single in the 1st inning, double in the 2nd. Boy, it is tough not to give up runs against good hitting ball clubs when the leadoff batter gets on. You bring that point up all the time.
So the shift put on here. They leave Iglesias over the shortstop on the left side. And he goes right into it. Castellanos, 3rd baseman, and moved over. And Davis is retired, and there are 2 down. 2 quick outs. Fireworks night's going to return to Oriole Park on Friday, August 14. The Orioles will be facing the A's. Stick around after the game for the great post-game fireworks display presented by the Baltimore Area Credit Unions. Tickets are going fast, so get yours now at Orioles.com or 888-848-BIRD. Orioles play tomorrow here at home to round out the homestand, then head on the road. They'll face Oakland for 3. Whether Chris Tillman's going to be able to start that game on Monday out there remains to be seen. Buck Showalter doesn't think so. He's got that ankle that's bothering him again. He said they will not move Gonzalez from game 2 to game 1. It'll be somebody else if Tillman can't go, and they're planning on somebody else right now. There's Chris. They hope Chris will be well enough to miss only a couple days out there and then get him back in again. Right now, not a DL situation. And Buck said unless it goes into Wednesday or Thursday and he still can't pitch, then we'll have to look at it again. Foul back by Wieters.
And then you spend constant time in the training room with Richie Van Sells and Brian Ebel, Orioles trainers. All the modalities they have to try to get the swelling out and pain gone. Landing foot, left ankle.
1-2 delivery. Had to wait on that one. Base hit, RBI picked up by Wieters. He's got a 5-game hit streak. Caleb Joseph showing how he gets RBIs at any point of the ball game.
And Anibal Sanchez also, if you watch the first 2 games, he goes, is any lead safe here? Or if you're behind, you just don't know.
Nope. The Orioles have had the big comebacks in both games, winning 1. Let's see if the Tigers have that in them here in this ball game. 1-2 delivery on the way. Wieters will take it away for a ball. Against the Orioles this year, Sanchez pitched in the 17th, July 17, in a 7-3 Tiger win. Gave up 2 runs, 8 hits, and 6 innings in that ball game. Sanchez a 1-0 record this year, 2-0 lifetime against the Orioles, including a win here in this park in 2010. That'll just miss away, and a full count on Matt. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Sanchez had a good month of July, 4-1 record, 4.5 ERA. Full count pitch. Down to first. Big hop. Avila takes it and goes to the bag. So the Orioles are retired in order for the first time in the ballgame. We've completed 3. That's the magic number. The Royals beat the Jays 7-6. Zobrist, great pickup. He's such a versatile ball player. 2 home runs, 3 runs for Bautista. 2 home runs, 3 runs, but not enough for Toronto. The Red Sox beat the Rays 11-7. That's Travis Shaw, their third baseman, who ended up going 4 for 4, 2 homers, 5 runs. Bogart's really heating up. He had a 4 for 5 and 3. Red Sox win it. And the Yankees trying to get their rotation set, as Luis Savino, one of their highly touted prospects, is going to start next week for them, being called up from AAA, where he is 7-0 with a 1.91.
Yeah, that was the guy, I guess, when everybody was saying, okay, you want to get another starter. Pineda went on the DL, forearm problems. They all wanted him, or one of the players they wanted.
Those kind of numbers, yeah. No wonder. So Gausman working here, and Anthony Gose, the leadoff batter, a strikeout victim. 3 innings played, 3 runs, 5 hits, no errors. The Orioles, 0s for the Tigers. Gausman, no walks and 3 strikeouts. Sanchez, no walks, no strikeouts.
Yeah, and that's the great thing about the game. I mean, the Severinos, the Gausmans, I mean, any of your young players, you You dream about getting here. When you get here, I mean, it's what the game's about. Fans get to see you. You figure out, are you good enough to play at this level? Can you sustain it?
Find out in a hurry, don't you? Well, not necessarily. That's not true. That sometimes it takes for both pitchers and hitters a long time, but you certainly find out what the competition level is in a hurry.
Well, yeah, you got to get here. Then you got to figure out how to stay here. Then you got to figure out how to be successful here, and then you got to do it year after year.
1-2, broken bat to third. That'll be played Manny Machado, although Willie Mays on that one. One away. Take a look at our PNC minor league report.
Well, Henry Urrutia out of Cuba. Well, it's good to see him having a good year. When we first saw him, could run. He hit every ball to the left side. Really, rushed to the big leagues. Again, bigger, stronger, more experience. Again, a lot of the players at Norfolk, in fact, the entire organization down in Norfolk having a great year. All phases of the game. He's a big part of it.
Here's Iglesias up with one down. He'll take the pitch for a strike. Iglesias grounded out his first time up. That big .318 batting average up there among the leaders. Fourth starting the day in average. Third most difficult to strike out in the American League. And boy, has he been tough on the Orioles. Iglesias, with the 0 for 1 in this game on the season, is now 10 for 21 against the Orioles with a home run and 3 RBIs.
Yeah, on this trip now, what is he? 9 for 34, but 5 for 11 against the Orioles. Tampa Bay was able to get him out. If you pitch him in, he's quick enough to get to it. We've seen him on many occasions over the course of the season. If you pitch him away, he just pings it in the right. Even the ground out the first time was hit pretty sharply. And then great speed.
Here's the 1-2 delivery by Gausman and a chopper. This will be a hurried throw. Hardy guns it. And got it.
Yeah, you got to play a step in, or otherwise he's going to beat those balls out. Kind of joke around. Out of Cuba, well, you don't find too many people that hustle like this. Just airs it out of the box because he smells infield hit. Take a look right here. It's pretty routine ball, except he's running, and J.J. Hardy knows that.
Matt Wieters, yes, the Matt Wieters, playing at first base. Helping out with the stretch on that one for J.J. Hardy, who may have the best internal clock in the game. Here is Kinsler, and the pitch outside for a ball. Kinsler popped out his first time up.
Yeah,
rolling along.
Most guys that actually end up playing first, they say the hardest things are where you got to be on the relays if throws from the outfield. So maybe Kevin Gausman says we're going to eliminate that tonight.
Won't be any.
I don't know about that, but well, how about Kinsler getting 41 hits in July? We hate it for that month.
That's a major league high. The 41 hits, but not a high for him. How about that? 2-0 delivery on the way to him. Kinsler in 2008 with Texas had 42 hits in 1 month. For the month of July, he had 41 and was #1 in the majors. Here's the 3-0 delivery to him. He's taking, and it is a strike.
I'm not really sure what that pitch was, but it was a strike. 86. That was like a changeup.
In a 3-0 count.
That's when you know when you're hot. 3-0 changeups with a 3-0 lead.
3-1 delivery. Rat-a-tat-tat off the glove of Hardy, and there's the first hit. So Kevin Gausman had retired 11 in a row. Kinsler breaks it up, and if there's going to be a Tiger to break it up, he certainly would be right there at the top of the list.
Yeah, he just doesn't miss. You got to throw him a strike. Scoreboard tells you that. You hope it's going to be out of the middle of the plate. It wasn't. And then he kind of hits a top spin line drive.
So Kinsler is now 10 for 21 against the Orioles this year. As he and Iglesias back-to-back in the lineup and back-to-back in numbers against the O's. So there goes the no-hitter. And with 2 away, here is Victor Martinez. Martinez, a strikeout victim, his first time up. Collins is in the on-deck circle, having come on for J.D. Martinez.
So you talked about, or at least I talked about, how Victor can cheat on pitches. Just stay to the corner. And the ball misses. Because he's looking with one swing to get them back into the game. And again, command allows you, if you're Kevin Gausman, to stay out of the middle of the plate. Again, good velocity, good movement. Even if he gets a base hit, the home run just changes the whole entire game.
1-0 count. Runner not going anywhere at first. These Tigers, the offense in July up among the leaders in the American League. Tigers were third in runs, first in home runs, and second in OPS in the American League for the month of July.
And that's without their arguably the best hitter in baseball.
Yep.
Miguel Cabrera,
which is pretty
one
amazing.
Of them. Yep.
Pitching, on the other hand, down at the bottom. And a strike taken. No Martinez on the big cut and a 1-2 count. Gausman just an out away from getting out of the inning. Tigers finished the month 11-16. They're 3 games below 500. Last year, starting in August, the Tigers were 11 above 500 and had a 4-game lead in the division. 1-2 count. Kinsler off first base. Martinez will pop it up. Shallow left. Hardy out. And he's got it. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left on base. Orioles trying to go up 2-1 in this 4-game set, have the lead. Your low fare now at Southwest.com. And by Royal Farms. Royal Farms ATMs are surcharge free. Get your cash for nothing. Bank or credit card fees may still apply. How about that sunset, huh? Boy, we've had these summer nights. Unbelievable. Good time for a crab cake. If you got your bobblehead bird ready to go, got the mallet, got the Old Bay, got the bobblehead. Yes. One happy young man. Hardy will take the pitch for a strike. JJ grounded out his first time up. Paredes and then Jonathan Scope will follow. The Orioles have won 6 of their last 7. Coming into today's play, only 1 out of the wild card behind Minnesota for the 2nd wild card spot, and 6 behind the Yankees for the division lead, with a lot of division games left to be played. 1-1 count. Anibal Sanchez. Ball's been put in play. Everybody for the Orioles, and will be again. Iglesias, here you're going to see it. He banged it right in the Mother Earth. Tried to get that throw off while he was jumping and did not have possession of the baseball.
Yeah, I thought he might actually catch it and plant his feet and throw, because I've never seen him do this. But again, I think that was going to be a jump throw, and when he a little Rishnikov'd it, gets to it, and he's going to leap and then can't get a handle on it. J.J. Hardy said, "It's all right. Be a base hit."
So there's the streak. So both Hardy and Parra continue their hit streaks to 15 in the ball game. The infield single for the ever speedy J.J. Hardy. So he's on leadoff batter for the Orioles. Paredes, he led off the second inning with a double and would score. Orioles have had the leadoff man 3 out of 4 innings on base. Sanchez had been pretty good at that, 68% getting leadoff man out.
Yeah, and then he flipped a curveball up to Jimmy Paredes and it hung, and he hammered it to left center last time up. Jimmy even walked last night.
Yeah. 2
singles, a walk, double tonight.
Short lead at first base. Paredes on a big cut on a pitch inside, tying him up. And the count will go to 1-1. Sanchez, 47 pitches thrown to get through 3 innings for the 9 outs. And as we said, Tigers really want him to get a little depth in this ball game as far as innings pitched are concerned. 1 ball, 1 strike count. That will be foul back. Sanchez threw a no-hitter way back when. He got it with the Marlins back in 2006. He pitched a no-hitter against Arizona. It was his rookie year. He was the 19th rookie in Major League history to toss a no-no.
And then a couple of years ago against Atlanta, punched out 17. That's a lot of strikeouts.
Yeah. 1-2 delivery on the way. Always a workhorse. He's 10th in innings pitched in the American League coming into the ball game today.
Yeah, last year he had the lacerated finger early, and then the reason the Orioles saw him in the playoffs out of the bullpen was because he had pulled a chest muscle. He had a little bit of injury problems in 2014, only 22 starts.
Went 8-5 last year. He's 10-8 right now. Paredes trying to get Hardy around. 2-2 delivery on the way, and he's gone. Sliced the inside corner, said Gary Cederstrom.
Yeah, I think that was kind of a healthy inside corner. I think Jimmy thinks it's inside. And it's a good pitch, but it's off the corner. Take a look. See, I mean, that's the fact it's on the chalk. So that's actually a pretty good idea what the strike zone is, that the umpire doesn't agree with you. And that's all that matters.
That's right. Here's Jonathan Schoop, flied out to right field, his first time up. Schoop and then Joseph due up. Jonathan will take the pitch for a strike. For Schoop, good season against this Detroit pitching staff. He's had 7 hits and 21 at bats, including a home run, 4 RBIs. With all the offense these two teams have produced, a lot of high numbers against one another. 0-1 delivery on the way. That'll be in the dirt. McCann makes the good stop, holds Hardy at first base. Orioles, as they look forward to a full season from Manny Machado coming into this year, are going to look forward to a full season from both Machado and Jonathan Schoop going into next year. Jonathan doing everything the Orioles thought he could do since getting back onto the active roster. Hardy just a step off the bag.
Yeah, when you had an opportunity to see Jonathan play in 2014, you realize, too many strikeouts, tremendous power, can turn the double play, arm strength unparalleled. You realize a plus defender.
And a chopper that will go foul.
So new hitting instructor in Scott Kuhlbach smooth out the swing, and it looked like that's the direction they were going and still are going, and then the knee injury up in Boston. And a lot of times they didn't know the severity. No operation, rehab.
And healthy. 1 ball, 2 strike count. Hardy still over there at first base. Sanchez slowing the pace down with a runner on. 1-2 pitch on the way, and the off-speed delivery, and that's the 71, the slowest he's thrown.
Yeah, you don't see this very often, but again, not only does he throw it, look where it goes. You can see McCann just saying get it down to the zone. Not only does he get it down, he gets it right on the corner.
He hadn't had any strikeouts. He struck out the last 2. So Hardy remains on at first base, 2 down. Caleb Joseph, RBI base hit. His first time up, back behind the plate in this ball game. And the pitch will be taken for a strike. I was looking out in right field. If you look out where Collins is playing in right, what we were talking about earlier, the Orioles and their decision to bunch the outfielders. See how Collins is pulled way over to the line? That gap between center and right is enormous. There's a meadowlands out there to put a ball in, and it would be very tough to cut it off. Off-speed pitch again at 71.
Well, yeah, and a lot of times, you can still bunch people but shift them around. But if you look at this defense, Gary, there's even more room in left center.
Yeah.
So it's like Goes is playing a couple steps to the opposite field. There's Collins, and then Davis out in left's playing the pull.
It's the exact opposite philosophy of what the Orioles have when we were talking about their outfield defense, where they move them together. The Tigers spread them out and count on their speed to get the balls in the gap and try and make outs along the line. Wayne Kirby, as we said, their Orioles philosophy: put them closer together, avoid collisions. You're not going to catch balls hit down the line anyway. They're either going to be homers or doubles. So just recognize it. Way back left field. Oh my. Caleb Joseph, goodbye, home run. 3 RBI ball game. 2 coming on that shot. And the Orioles have a 5-0 lead.
Another blast. That's not a routine home run. Hit one last Sunday down in Tampa Bay. 2-run shot. And here's another one tonight. So you got both of your catchers playing tonight. Wieters at first and Joseph behind the plate. And both of them, that's 4 RBIs from Joseph and Wieters tonight so far.
Caleb Joseph continues the production at the plate. 34 RBIs, 8 home runs on the year. 2 down. And the pitch will be taken for a strike.
Yeah, check this one out. Trying to sneak a fastball, 91. And boy, he just turns on it. Foot down and explosive contact.
Sanchez, as we said, gives up home runs, tied for third. 23 of them now fouled off the other way. John Peter Nunez, our Maryland lottery contestant. That one's worth $500 for you. You can thank Caleb Joseph. For the Orioles against the Tigers now on the season, that's 8 home runs they have hit in the 6 games played. The Tigers have 7 against the Orioles. Pitch is going to miss down low. And a 1-ball, 2-strike count. Manny Machado has had a single, a run scored. Sit into a fielder's choice. One-two delivery on the way. Machado will put it up in the air to right. Long run, Collins. He'll get there and put it away. So the Orioles add a couple on 2 hits. Caleb Joseph single his first time up with an RBI. Second time is 8th home run, 2 more ribbies. On this date, back in 2000, the Orioles played the Twins. Yasina, the starter, got his third one-hitter of his career. And in the 10-0 win for the Orioles against the Twins, Mike Yasina struck out 15 batters. I mean, he was all over the place with those pitches. Also on this date, 1954, Roman Mejias ended his 55-game hit streak in the minors. That is still the third longest minor league hit streak in baseball history. And the pitch will be taken for a ball. Collins is getting his first at-bat. Tyler Collins, called up yesterday.
Yeah, he had 18 home runs last year at AAA for Toledo, so you got to respect his ability to hit. J.D. Martinez, most home runs. He had to leave after he fouled that ball off his knee.
A contusion is what they're calling that on the knees. So Brad Ausmus losing yet another bat out of this Tiger lineup. Collins in his second stint with the Tigers this year will go after it and foul that one back. Kevin Gausman gets ahead of him. A ball and 2 strikes. Top half of the 5th inning.
We talk about Mike Messina. Gene Lamont, the bench coach, he said, "Hey, do you think Messina's going to get in the Hall of Fame?" And I go, "Why not? 270 wins, 153 losses."
Swing and a miss as he throttled back on it at 83.
You know, Gary, we really haven't seen. He hasn't. Not that he hasn't thrown it, but hadn't thrown it a lot. Hasn't thrown it in a 2-strike count. But this is the splitter change. So again, 93, 95, 96, and then boy, you turn it over, down and away, and then you get the young hitter to swing right through it.
That'll be 4 strikeouts in the ball game, recorded by Kevin Gausman. He's not walked anybody. McCann grounded out his first time up. Tigers only hit a Kinsler hard single into left field in the 4th inning. It's been their only base runner. Oh my. For McCann, he's like, that is not what I anticipated.
Well, the good news for him is he didn't hit it, I guess. I mean, you know, he's not the first guy that took a bad swing. But that's up there in the top 5. No,
that's
I'm just kidding.
But then you can come back into a home run and you forget all about that swing.
Well, when you're pitching and a guy takes, I mean, you know, I threw hard like Kevin Gausman. Sometimes guys would swing the balls in the glove and you go, is he setting me up? Come on.
Yeah. Whatever McCann thought he was going to see on that pitch, that wasn't it. A 1-ball, 1-strike count. 4 for 10 in the series, down to 3rd. That is a fair ball. Manny Machado up, makes the throw, not going to get him. Good play by Wieters to come off the bag and backhand it. It will be a base hit.
Well, he gets the base hit, and it's only the second one of the night. But what he does do is he saves a double. Look at this range, just to get to it, and then by stumbling, no chance to throw him. I think he knows that, so because he takes a little bit off. He's got a new first baseman over there. Well, I mean, in the terms of the fact he's playing first base, he's not that new. But I think again, this is I'm not going to throw it away, and then I'll just
take a tumble.
Yeah. But a lot of guys, that ball may get by him for 2.
So it is going to be an infield single. McCann gets it. See, after the bad cut,
he set him up.
He got a base hit.
He did.
It's Castellanos who has grounded out in his only at bat. 1 down, second hit for the Tigers in the ball game, and a 1-0 count. Castellanos just a 120 lifetime average against the Orioles coming into the ball game, and as we said, still looking for his first hit against the O's this year. He is 0 for 13. Tiger offense being held down. This is the team that 7 runs on 16 hits in the loss last night. 9 runs on 16 hits in game 1 that they won 9-8. 1-0. Gausman a look. Ball put up in the air to right field. It's hit hard, going back. Davis Jones, and goodbye home run. Castellanos gets his first hit against the Orioles this year. It is a 2-run homer. Puts them on the board. It's 5-2.
Yeah, that's I think any pitcher's fear is that one swing they're going to get back in. So again, McCann, the bad swing, gets a single. Castellanos, as you mentioned, hadn't got a hit here this year or against the Orioles. And Caleb Joseph, they go in for some reason with a 5-run lead, and he leaves it out over the plate. And then he just hits a high fly ball. You think off the bat, maybe it's going to stay in the park, but not here at Camden Yards. Just kept going and going.
11 home runs on the year for the third baseman. Castellanos, good RBI producer. He's got 50 runs batted in. And for Kevin Gausman, the 6th home run he has surrendered this season. Swing and a miss by Avila, grounded out his first time up. So the Tigers get on the board here in the 5th inning with the back-to-back hits, the single by McCann and the home run. Castellanos getting his first home run against the Orioles in his career. 0-1 delivery on the way, will be on the inside corner for a strike to Avila. And they make it a 5-2 ball game.
Yeah. Well, that's what they wanted in some sense, just anything to get back the way Kevin Gausman is pitching, back on the board.
Here's the 0-2 pitch. Well, it's this 5th inning that's been the changer for both games in this series. The first 4 innings of the last 2 games, Detroit outscored the Orioles 13-3. And then in the innings 5 through 9, the Orioles outscored the Tigers 13-3. 1-2 delivery on the way, and that one is going to miss. Orioles now have hit 9 home runs in their last 5 ball games. Well, the Tigers continue to use the home run, coming off July where they led the American League in long ball. 2-2 delivery goes the other way, and that's going to be in the seats.
And I think you have to be aware of that. After McCann gets the base hit, he gets behind Castellanos, and then, I was taught coming up through the Oriole organization, you pitch ahead when you're even or ahead. 1-0, he tried to come in, didn't get in, even though the ball is hit the other way. It's just a tough target to hit.
2-2 delivery. Avila will take it. Gausman was on his way to the dugout. It's 3-2.
Either that or off the mound if they throw the ball around. We just thought it might have had the corner. And doesn't get the pitch. Caleb Joseph presented it well.
So a 3-2 count with 1 out. Shift on. Got him that time. 5 strikeouts for Gausman on the night.
Yeah, down and away with the 5-run lead's a lot better than handing up in the middle of the plate. Where they go here, outside third of the plate. Well, back-to-back almost perfect pitches. This time Avila actually swings, and strikeout number 5.
Kevin's high in strikeouts this year is also his career high, which is 7. 2 down. Here's Raja Davis. Davis popped out his first time up. Almost always takes the first pitch, and it'll be up high for a ball.
Really thought he would be a guy because he can help teams win with his speed, and in fact he's hits lefties real well that would have been moved
up and no chance
at the deadline.
Yeah, I think he did too.
Yeah, and I was talking to him today. I thought actually he might come this way, but it will be a free agent at the end of the year. So
1 ball, 1 strike delivery by Gausman. Davis will go the other way, foul. For Davis this season, he's hit .287 at home, .236 in road games.
And he's one of those guys, when you have a lead, if he gets on, it's going to be a double because he's going to steal. Even though Caleb Joseph throws well, even though Gausman's pretty quick to the plate, that's what he does.
1-2 delivery. That'll be down the line in left field. It's going to stay up, though. Power is there to put it away. So it's going to be a 2-run homer by Castellanos in the inning that puts the Tigers on the board. Orioles lead by 3. in wins against replacement. And right there is Manny Machado in the top 5. 5.5 wins above what you might get if you replaced him. Those are the American League leaders. You turn to the National League. You got Harper, Greinke, Goldschmidt, Scherzer, and Buster Posey with the best WAR numbers. And you can decide how much you want to put into that, but you got some pretty good players no matter how you cut it.
Yeah, well, Trout and Donaldson the last 2 years, the leaders in the American League. Of course, Harper having a monster year.
Goldschmidt, one of the most underrated because he's with a club that doesn't get much publicity.
Yeah, he's not underrated if you're pitching against him. No. Right on the big star by his name.
Parra will foul that one away. Parra started his Oriole career with a double and a run scored in the first inning. Flied out to left field in the second. Talked about the 2 Gold Gloves that he won. He was a finalist last year for a Gold Glove, along with Jason Hayward of Atlanta. Anibal Sanchez with the 0-1 delivery. Parra will ground it down to first base. Backhanded Avila will make the underhand toss to Sanchez for the out. Here is our Jeep Inside the Numbers as we take a look at Adam Jones.
Well, most career home runs. So Rafi and then Jonesy right behind him. Brady, Moore, who's going to be Hall of Fame, and then of course Cal Ripken in the Oriole Hall of Fame, and then Cal and Chris Davis could catch you in a week. He could catch Cal, I suppose.
Adam Jones has popped out, flied out, 4 for 10 now in this 2-game set. He's had a big year against the Tigers, 11 for 24, 3 home runs, 6 RBIs against Detroit this season. 1 down. Sanchez trying to keep it right where it is. Let the Tiger offense move on. 5-7-0 for the Orioles, 2-3-0 for the Tigers. Crowd settled in. Another good ball game. 1-0 pitch. Trying to drive that one. Fouled it right straight back. Adam always looks forward. West Coast trips. San Diego, of course, where he was raised. A lot of friends out there on the West Coast come to watch him play and to visit. 1-1. Jones the other way, foul.
Yeah, you get out there, the big ballparks. Of course, Oakland has scored what we were talking about, 34 runs more than they've given up because they have the best pitching in the American League. Yet they're 14 games under 500 at 45 and 59. They're 10 and 25 in 1-run games.
Amazing number. That is just an amazing number. Just as a matter of the stats of it, you would think that would even out. Be far better than that. 1 ball, 2 strike count. And that's going to be outside, scuffed in the dirt a little bit.
Yeah,
talking about scuffing, the Angels are doing that. They lost their 5th in a row today as the Dodgers beat them by a score of 3-1. The Angels had been on a run.
Yeah, the Angels get what, 3 outfielders, and Houston gets pretty much everybody they need.
Yep.
Really made some astute additions.
3 strikeouts for Sanchez. Jones goes down.
Yeah, this is that change up. Boy, hold it in the back of your hand, really pulled down. Started off the corner. Same pitch he threw to Jonathan Scope.
Here's Chris Davis. RBI and a ground ball out, and another ground ball out, so officially 0 for 2 in the ball game, but he's got 6 RBIs in these 3 games. 2 down, nobody on. Chris will take the pitch for a strike. Chris really kind of in a hurry ended up among the top 10. He is tied with Donaldson starting the day for 6th in home runs. He's 4th in RBIs and not far off the pace. Donaldson was the leader today with Teixeira with 73. Chris has got 70 coming into the ball game, now 71. So he's very much in contention for both the home run and RBI lead in the American League. Trout's got 32 homers to Davis's 25.
And it's not always about the contact. Yeah, I think it's just the path of the bat. Last year, one of those, at least for him, I was looking at his career average of when he puts the ball in play, it's like 318. League average is usually around 300. Last year it was 242. One of those really low numbers. You know, a couple of the years he's been, first year with the Orioles, he hit 390 when he put the ball in play. 335, 336. This year at 300. So much improved.
And that's on the inside corner, and he knew it. So Sanchez will pick up his 4th strikeout. He retires the side in order for the 2nd time in the ball game. Orioles lead 5-2. Will strike early. A couple of runs early on. Wieters, who's playing first base tonight, dumped one into left, and then Caleb Joseph, RBI machine this year, makes it 3-0. And then here comes Caleb Joseph again. 2-run shot to left field. 5-0 at the Orioles. Castellanos hits a 2-run home run. 5-2. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance. Visit Geico.com for a free rate quote. Sugar.
Unbelievable.
Good paint job, though.
And an Oriole bubble.
Exactly. Which is why they're jumping up and down. Top of the order, Anthony Gose, 6th inning. Gose 0 for 2 in the ball game. And the pitch taken down low. Gausman, no walks, 5 strikeouts.
Yeah,
home run, Castellanos, their only runs.
That really does. That kind of changes the game because now, you know, Ghost may not have run 5-0, but he gets on here. Stolen base, just getting on may be a problem because he's been scuffling. But if he gets on, all of a sudden, you know, you're going to use your speed. It gives Brad Ausmus, the skipper of the Tigers, a little bit of options.
1 ball, 1 strike delivery on the way. Fangraphs has some interesting numbers all the time. Kevin Gausman included among them. Soft contact by hitters off pitchers. Kevin Gausman is ranked 4th according to Fangraph. 29% of balls hit off Gausman are soft contacts. Zach Britton is 2nd at 35%. What does that all mean? I have no idea.
Well, it means if he's going to get to pitch every 5th day and he pitches well and they don't hit it very hard with his defense, he probably won't give up many runs. Also means he better throw a strike here because it's 3-1, and there you go. You make him put the ball in play.
It's one of those, a lot of these graphs and new numbers in baseball, I always think of it's the old they said. And I always wonder about the they. What is soft contact? I mean, you got to draw a line somewhere, and I guess it would be miles per hour.
Well, they measure the speed of the. Yeah, well, there's hard contact.
See, that's hard contact.
Yeah, and it's right at your center fielder.
So does it matter more than soft contact if it's caught? No, it's an out.
You're right.
I'm just kidding.
But the point that you make and what the 29%, that wouldn't be one of the 29%ers because they do measure and they, now they tell you, well, the velocity off his bat. We show you it on home runs. Major league average is 77. So if they're hitting it at 57, you're a softie.
And that's a good thing.
It's a good thing sometimes.
Is Iglesias
if
overdue?
You're hitting.
You don't want that term.
No,
not at all. And the pitch on the way is taken for a strike.
Not to be confused with Mr. Softy.
No.
Who comes by my neighborhood just in the middle of my nap every day in Little Italy.
With a little bell ringing.
With a little bell.
Little song going.
Exactly.
0-1 delivery on the way.
If I was 8, that'd be wonderful, but certainly not in that territory.
This ghost ruined all we were talking about.
See, he hit it too hard.
Hit it too hard. Here's the 1-1 delivery on the way.
Wow.
That Buck Showalter had to. He's always being asked about all these numbers. What do you look at? What do you rely on? What matters to you? I always thought Buck says, I use the numbers to verify what I'm seeing with my eyes. Well, that's pretty good. 2-1 pitch on the way and a ground ball to short. Hardy. Let's see if he can do it. Long throw. Yes. J.J. Hardy does it again.
I was getting a little nervous. Tom Woodring, first base umpire. I mean, longest throw, great speed, and what'd you say about great internal clock, game clock?
He's got it.
Knows he has to hurry. Nice stretch by the big guy. You can frame him behind the plate. Matt Wieters framed him at first.
Perfect. Kinsler. He's got a base hit. One of just 3 picked up with the Tigers so far. Kinsler will take it. He's 1 for 2, 8 for 12 in these 3 games, adding to his big numbers against the Orioles this season. 10 for 21. 0-1 pitch on the way to him, and he will foul that one off. And Kevin Gausman gets ahead of him 0-2, much as he's done throughout the ball game. 87 pitches thrown by Kevin. There are no more limitations on Kevin in any way. Not in innings pitched. Not in how he's going to start. He's in the rotation. That's the way it is. His to keep. Foul back. Stays at 0-2.
Yeah, you'll see him. He kind of put the slider in the locker. Went to the curveball, something he threw in college, and eventually he'll get that pitch.
Only win this year in relief against Tampa Bay April 7th. Going for his first win as a starter since last year. And an 0-2 count.
Now you could see him sometimes, and I don't know, maybe because I pitched so long, but sometimes occasionally right there he's the windup got a little quicker on the splitter, but I'm not sure you can see that at home plate. Kinsler, of course, is hitting everything.
Kinsler tied for 4th in hits, 120. Puts the ball to left field. It's got some pretty good wood on it. Parra going over into the corner. It'll take a hop and be up and over. So that is a double for Kinsler. 2 for 3 in the ball game. He's on at second with 2 outs. On Saturday, August 15, the first 20,000 fans 15 and over get the J.J. Hardy orange replica jersey. When the Birds take on the A's, 7:05 Birdland wardrobe can be expended with this great detailed replica. Good seats remain. You can get yours, Orioles.com or 888-848-BIRD. J.J. having a word with Kinsler. A couple of veterans right there.
Probably asking him, how are you doing this? It's unbelievable.
Who's asking who, though?
Well, lately, both of them are red hot. I mean, JJ's got the 14-game hitting streak. Kinsler doesn't miss a pitch.
So 2 down. It's a big at bat right here. Victor Martinez right back to the mound. He'll get the out and leave the runner on at second base. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left on. Erhan Dudua, Matt Wieters, J.J. Hardy, Jimmy Paredes with the Orioles leading it. Chiefs and Maryland State Firemen's Association. Email mdfirevolunteer@gmail.com to volunteer with your local fire, rescue, and EMS. Great to have you with us on Masson and WJZ on this beautiful night at the Yard. Gary Thorne, Jim Palmer with you, and the Orioles have the 5-2 lead, looking to make it 2 in a row. Homestand, they are 4-1 on this homestand right now, with one more game left to go against the Tigers tomorrow afternoon. Sanchez, no walks, 4 strikeouts. Matt Wieters will take the pitch for a strike. Matt with the base hit his first time up and an RBI. Caleb Joseph, big offensive night, RBI single and a 2-run homer. And Chris Davis, an RBI and a ground ball up. That one to center. Anthony Gose. This copyrighted telecast presented by authority of the Orioles may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. The accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Orioles. It's pretty good. Tim Henson would be proud. 1 down. Here's J.J. Hardy. Hardy a base hit, a run scored, and he is grounded out. 15-game hit streak for both he and Parra extended in the ball game tonight. Sanchez gets it in there for a strike.
Yeah, out of Venezuela, and he originally signed with the Red Sox. He was part of that Hanley Ramirez deal when Lowell and Josh Beckett came up and out of Miami. He went to Miami, and that's where he, as you mentioned, pitched the no-hitter. Elbow surgery early on and got that out of the way. Just to throw probably about 3-4 miles per hour harder. Maybe 93, 96.
1-1 delivery on the fist. Foul back. Sanchez, the 2-0 mark with a 3.86 ERA lifetime against the Orioles. 1 ball, 2 strike count. That's squared up position on the pitching plate. 1-2 delivery, a fastball inside at 92.
Yeah, that little turn. I mean, of course, if you think of, if you ever watched the Red Sox, Louis Tion had that little turn, but it does set your front shoulder. Again, if you're ever worried about getting close, a lot of pitchers fly open. Once you're just right there, and then he goes from that position pretty much straight to wherever he wants to go. I remember playing golf with the Hall of Famer Greg Maddux. He said, don't you think your front shoulder is just your steering wheel? It kind of takes you wherever you want to go. I said, whatever you say, Greg.
It went where you wanted
on his way to 355 wins. Certainly not going off the road with that shoulder.
2-2, the off-speed pitch just missed. 71 came from 92 to 71. And a 3-ball, 2-strike count on Hardy with Paredes waiting on deck. Full count pitch. Hardy will get down swinging. Foul tipped, held on to. Sanchez gets a strikeout number 5.
Yeah, the whole menagerie. All the pitches. This one's a changeup. Look at it go straight down. With a splitter change. But again, look, you could just see the 3 fingers on it. So he just kind of. Remember when I came up, Stu Miller, one of the great changeup artists, was our closer, and he said, "Yeah, just go over the window and pull the shade down." Now, in the old days, just have window shades. Now you have leveler and all those kind of things. But it just imagine getting the ball way back in your hand and pulling down the window shade. And that's Sanchez can do it.
And the pitch is in there for a strike.
Now you just push the electric button, and the shades go up and down, and
doesn't help your pitching.
No. Why they gone to the circle change.
0-1 delivery on the way, and a swing and a miss as the bat comes out of his hand and hits both or catcher and McCann and Cederstrom, the umpire.
Well, you ever shake hand with a hitter when they have their batting gloves on? It really helps you keep score, because the pen's never going to leave your hand. But bats, they have pine tar on bats. They have them on the gloves, and bats, they leave, and it gets Gary Cederstrom right in the right wrist.
0-2 delivery, and it will miss inside. 2 down, nobody on. Paredes with a 1 for 2. Orioles DH kicking off the month of August with a 2-bagger in his first time up, scored in the second inning. 2 in the first, 1 in the second, 2 more in the fourth for the Orioles. 1-2 delivery by Sanchez and over the top and inside. At 93, you'll even the count up 2 balls and 2 strikes. Orioles have quieted this game down compared to the first 2 ball games by getting that lead, even though it's only 3 the way these teams have scored. Ground ball into the bat. Kinsler. He makes the play, and the Orioles are retired in order again. That's going to be 7 in a row set down by Sanchez. 5-2-0s. On the mound against Daniel Norris. Our coverage, Masson 2 at 1 with O's Extra, presented by Southwest. Game coverage at 1:30. All the access you need right here on Masson.
So Ubaldo trying to win for the 9th time. Daniel Norris just came over from Toronto in the David Price trade. We saw him in spring training pitching for the Blue Jays down in spring training a couple of times. Power arm. Was with them. Actually, I ran into him today. A little tired arm, so they sent him to the minors. Now coming back to the big leagues tomorrow.
And a chance for a real impact position in this rotation for the Tigers. Kevin Gausman back to work. Here's Tyler Collins. Collins will take the pitch. Collins coming on for J.D. Martinez. Fouled the ball off his knee. Had to come out of the ball game. Collins a strike up. Victim his first time up. And he will take the pitch down low, and the count goes to 2-0. 10 doubles, 2 homers, 20 RBIs with the Toledo Mud Hens in 53 games. He did get a chance with the Tigers last year, as he spent most of the year at Toledo, played 18 games with the big club, hit .263 last season at AAA ball.
Yeah, the last 2 years before, at least at AA, AAA. Last year 18, 21, so he's a little bit of pop. Certainly got himself a good hitting count, if there is such a thing, against Kevin Gausman. Real good stuff tonight. Good command.
2-1 delivery on the way, and bore that one down and in on him at 96. He's been up there at that velocity all night. Happy birthday and welcome to the ballpark, Kate Crusader. Adam Jones,
yeah,
celebrating a birthday with
30
him.
today.
Adam's 30 and he's 5. Fouled away. 2 ball, 2 strike count. There is Adam. Adam, you got somebody in the ballpark celebrating a birthday with you. 2-2. McCann, Castellanos to follow. Castellanos had the big hit with the 2-run homer. 2-2 delivery on the way and a rainmaker. Joseph. Nice play. Got to the railing and able to lean in to get it.
Yeah, and then the backspin does the rest. By anticipation, we talk about it in the infield. If you're catching, balls up. Take a look right here. You got to see it. There it is. Get the mask off. Get over there. It's to kind of navigate the bat, the rosin bag, and then lean over the railing, which is cushioned. And a young man is going to make the catch if he does it.
Little girl's got no chance there.
Yeah.
Trying to get out of the way. Kind of boxed in. Here's McCann. McCann with a base hit, a run scored, came in ahead of Castellanos on the home run. That one is down the line in left field. Parra going over. That will be a foul ball. Brad Brock in the bullpen for the Orioles, as Gausman comes off a 7 2/3 innings performance. Mike Wright on the bench. He'll stay with the Orioles on the DL today, coming off with that left calf strain out of the ball game last night. Down the line the other way and foul. Steve Pearson will head out either tomorrow or Monday to Sarasota. Both will be on rehab assignments.
Yeah, Kevin is yet. I mean, he's only thrown about a handful of breaking balls. He hasn't thrown one over yet because he really haven't thrown too many. So pretty much fastball splitter. I think what hit 71% fastballs. I would say it's close to 80 tonight. Good velocity, good command. You see the high target. Didn't chase. Didn't even begin to chase.
Last outing he had against Atlanta, that 7 2/3 innings performance was a career high for him, and it was a scoreless outing. 1-2 pitch, ground ball towards second. Scope's got to go the other way, and gets it. 2 down, 7th inning. On Sunday, August 16, when the O's take on the A's, first 7,500 fans, 14 and under, will get the Chris Tillman Growth Poster, presented by Topps. See how your child measures up to the 6'5" O's hurler with this fun life-size poster, perfect for young O's fans. For tickets, Orioles.com or 888-848-BIRD. I haven't got the attendance yet, but I wouldn't be surprised. This got to be a sellout. Is it a sellout? Yep. 45,968. 45968. SRO. Castellanos, 2 down, nobody on. Home run, his 11th of the year, came in the 5th inning, accounting for the 2 runs for the Tigers. We'll go the other way. 5-7-0 the Orioles, 2-4-0 the Tigers.
Yeah, base hit by McCann that Machado was able to catch almost over the bag, and then fell down trying to throw him out, and then he got behind him. They tried to come in. He didn't get it in, and then he homered to right center field. Tremendous power. High rainbow.
And that one's going to bounce on him, getting his first hit against the Orioles on the year with that home run. 1 ball, 1 strike count. Gausman very effective here in this ball game. This is his 6th start, his 14th appearance. Orioles have won 2 and lost 3 in the 5 starts that he's made this year, after his first win against the Tigers. And the fastball is going to be outside.
And they're similar games. I think if you're going to look at the offenses, certainly the Tigers offense more formidable than Atlanta, American League, by about 3/4 of a run a game. So tonight, especially when you look at 16 runs, 32 hits by the Tigers the first 2 games, and there's a perfect pitch. So, to this point, pretty overpowering performance.
Just what the Orioles had hoped. 2 ball, 2 strike count. Kevin trying to retire the side in order. He retired the first 11 that he faced. Swing, and I don't think he touched it. At least Caleb Joseph didn't think he did. He's going to throw to make sure, and he didn't touch it. So it's a strikeout for Kevin Gausman, his 6th. He does retire the side in order. A 1-2-3 inning, and it's 7th inning stretch time with the Orioles up by 3. Orioles after their 53rd win of the year with the 5-2 lead, with the fans taking their 7th inning stretch. The Orioles last year, coming into the game on August 1st, were 61-47, 2.5 games up on their way to a division championship. So they had 61 wins last year, 52 this year. Kevin Gausman, a lot of smiles, and why not? Dave Wallace, pitching coach over there, he's done the job and a chance to be a winner. And his skipper coming over and saying, that's it, great job.
So 23 scoreless innings in a row now, consecutive innings. With Brad Brockless warming up, he has what, 17 consecutive innings. Dave Wallace going, nice job, didn't walk anybody, threw strikes. Meanwhile, the Orioles offense, for one of the rare times, giving him a lead. So he'll lead at the end of, or at least at this point, 5-2.
The Gausman looking to get his first win as a starter, as we mentioned earlier, since August of 2014. 12 starts without a win. The last Oriole who went 13 consecutive without a victory was Brian Mattis. In June of 2011 to April of 2012. So if the Orioles can hang on to the lead, he will end that stretch. Kevin Gausman will. Jonathan Scope, Orioles bat, bottom half of the 7th inning. Scope with an 0 for 2. He's flied out, struck out. Anibal Sanchez has gone the distance for the Tigers. He's not walked anybody. Has struck out 5, but the Orioles got to him early. 2 runs in the first, 1 in the second, and added on the Caleb Joseph home run 4th inning to get that lead. O's fans never miss a game update, behind the scenes moment, or exclusive contest. Follow Masson Orioles on Twitter for all the latest Orioles buzz. Again, that's Masson Orioles on Twitter.
Yeah, a lot of strikes. 89 pitches, 62 of them over.
Hit hard, yeah. Base hit. And a leadoff single. Man of the game coming up. Our drive of the game brought to you by Lexus of Towson.
Yeah, already drove in the 3rd Oriole run, and then right here, he hits a moonshot. 2-run home run. 2nd of the week as far as 2-run home runs. High fives all over the dugout.
Lexus of Towson drive of the game. Lexus of Towson is the area's #1 volume Lexus dealer 5 years running. See why. LexusofTowson.com. 2 for 2 ball game, 3 RBIs. Caleb Joseph will take the pitch for a strike.
And he's thinking, oh, there's no way he's going to throw me a fastball inside half again. I'd hit that one out. And he does.
Caleb getting his second 3 RBI ball game of the season. Ground ball towards second base. Kensler's got it. There's Juan Iglesias. And the double play. 2 down. Tickets are now on sale for the Orioles Hall of Fame luncheon Friday, August 14. It begins at noon in the warehouse right here at the Yard. Luncheon's going to honor Melvin Mora, Gary Renicky, John Lowenstein, and Fred Ullman Sr. And they will be honored that evening as well in on-field ceremonies. Tickets for the luncheon available at 410-247-2703. Get info at Orioles.com.
Yeah, Blaine Hardy, we saw him the first night in. Throwing a lefty. And then Brad Brock appears to be coming in pitch for the Orioles. Sanchez says, I'm going to hang around. Pitch count in, I think the high he's thrown 117. That was back the end of May on a couple of occasions, early July. So if he gets out of here, you know he's coming out for the 8th.
With their bats, who knows? That one is going to miss down low. Manny Machado, a base hit in the first inning, extending his hit streak to 5. He's 1 for 3 in the ball game. And he also has got a stolen base, 15 on the year, 15 out of 19. 2-0 pitch, and that'll be belted in the air towards center. Ghosts looking up, and goodbye! Home run! Manny Machado delivers the long ball, his 23rd. And his 55th RBI.
Now, we were talking about 5 tools. 5 tools is about to run across home plate right here. We saw that power last night. We see it again. I mean, this ball just ripped. 2-0 count. You can look for your pitch. Obviously, he got it.
Well, the Orioles continue to use the long ball.
And I thought he might end up going into the 8th inning, but Osmus is going to come out and get him. And again, Parra coming to the plate. But I mean, this ball just smoked. He hit it like you're supposed to hit a 2-0 pitch.
John Peter Nunez, our Maryland lottery contestant, couple of home runs tonight, 500 each. Jonathan Scope over there with his good buddy Manny Machado. And the Orioles have a 6-2 lead in the ball game. So Sancho's coming out of there, 2 down in the 7th inning.
Him up, you could see the 9 hits, 6 2/3 innings, and as we told you, 22 home runs coming in. The Orioles hit a couple, shot on one of them, and Blaine Hardy will come in. The AT&T call to the bullpen. AT&T, proud partner of the Baltimore Orioles. AT&T mobilizing your world. A lot of fastballs, and we saw him the other night. Hard thrower, 92, 93, and again, this bullpen, they're just looking. Saw Phillies last night pitch well. They're looking for people to come in and pitch well, throw strikes. And this is a matchup.
And the pitch will be in there for a strike. Parra has had a double, 1 for 3 in his Oriole debut. He has played against this Detroit ball club earlier this season. He's had 3 hits against the Tigers this year and 10 at-bats. Carries a .306 career average against the Detroit Tigers. 0-1 count. And that one is going to bite down low. So Parra, an exciting start for the Orioles out in left field. We'll see whether or not Buck Showalter in games to come juggles him around in the lineup. But it looked pretty good tonight in the number 2 spot, especially in the first inning. 1-1 fastball is going to miss inside.
Well, he's got enough at bats, and you don't play every day if you can't hit lefties. And the other thing, he's going to upgrade the defense because of the Gold Gloves and the range. A field, probably the most difficult position here at Camden Yards because it's the biggest outfield.
That was a strike, and that'll be fouled away, and it'll stay at 1-2. This is Parra's first game in this ballpark. He's never played here before.
Yeah, we saw him down in Arizona, and again, the Orioles were in the race in 2013, and there were 3 walk-off wins, and he was a part of it, all of them.
1-2 delivery on the way, and he'll take the pitch outside. And a 2-ball, 2-strike count. Parra, 28 years old, out of Santa Barbara, Venezuela. A lot of chances out there in the outfield. And a swing, and a big swing, and a foul ball. 2 balls, 2 strike count.
You can see Blaine Harvey, of course, trying to get out of this inning for the Tigers. And, two-seam guy, so again, he'll try to throw the ball underneath the lefty's hands, and then the big sweeping slider.
2-2 delivery on the way to him. Parra coming in to the Orioles clubhouse with a career batting average of .279, 51 home runs, 291 RBIs, and 933 major league games. 3 ball, 2 strike count. Hardy's delivery to him, and he walked him. That's the first walk of the game.
Yeah, and he earned it. Laid off some close pitches. Kind of wondering, anytime you get a player, okay, we know it probably can hit righties because he's a left-handed hitter, but that's a nice at bat.
So with 2 down, the inning stays alive here in the 7th for the Orioles. Adam Jones 0 for 3 in the ball game, 4 for 11 in the series. Orioles getting their home runs from Caleb Joseph and Manny Machado in this game. Foul back. The Orioles have now had 2 home runs in a game, 5 consecutive ball games. 5 games with 2 home runs in each game. They've got 13 multiple home run games in the last 21 played. Not uncommon. The Orioles offense has relied on that over the past few seasons for almost 50% of their runs, the long ball. 0-1, wanted to jam him, got it in, fouled away.
Yeah, that Tuesday night, Chris Davis with a 2-run home run, 3-run home run, 5 RBIs. That kind of set the pace for the week.
Adam on his birthday. Trying to get into the hit column. Parra at first base. Pretty good lead. There's a throw over because of that. Over there with Wayne Kirby, first base coach. We saw Wayne last night talking to Parra on the bench as soon as he got there. So what were you talking about? Defensive positioning. Said he's got to know how we play here, what we do. Said I'm not letting him go out there if we need him late in the game without knowing. Adam on the big cut and did not get it. So that will be the strikeout for Hardy. Adam had hoped maybe he'd tip that, but not so. Manny Machado with 2 down and nobody on delivers home run number 23, and the Orioles have a 6-2 lead.
First game as a starter this year, and Tigers came in 32 hits, 16 runs. First 2 games, you never know it tonight. A lot of strikes, mixed up his pitch with a couple of exceptions, stayed out of the middle of the plate, so a chance to win. Talked about he came in 71% fastballs. He did throw 80% fastballs. Why not? 95, 96, a couple of 98s, and then again not a lot of breaking balls. So outstanding performance. And then you go to the bullpen. Brad Brock's been tremendous. Look at the numbers. The one, he throws hard, but the changeup, it's been his strikeout pitch, his go-to pitch. And he's done a terrific job for the Orioles, and he's on one of those runs where the last 10 games has yet to give up a run. And the low batting average, both righties and lefties.
Alex Avila will stand in. The shift will be put on against him. Avila's grounded out, and he has struck out. Brock trying to continue his string of scoreless innings. It's already been done by Clayton Kershaw tonight. Kershaw 37 consecutive innings without allowing a run, as he went 8 innings in a 3-1 Dodger win over the Angels. Gave up no runs on 2 hits, 7 Ks. Pitch will be taken away. Dodgers won it 3-1. There is the starter looking for the win. Will be a fan now for a couple of innings. 2-0 count. Avila to be followed by Rajai Davis, and then goes to the top of the order. Avila takes the pitch at the knees for a strike. Kroll up again. All 3 games. Avila, of course, works behind the plate a lot for the Tigers. With Cabrera out, he's been doing some of the work at first base. 2-1 delivery is going to be foul back.
Yeah, he was on the DL for almost 2 months because of a knee problem. So, and off and on, concussion-like symptoms. So it's been a tough year. Batting average down, and also the at-bats, or at least the amount of them.
247 career major league hitter, but well under that this year. 2-2 delivery time. Oh, he was fooled on that one.
Yeah, Brad Brock was saying the other day, he said he's just kind of lost the command of the outside corner. So the first 2 were away, and look at this one, right on the corner. And again, Alex Avila, you're not playing as much as you used to. Perfect pitch, 95. And again, nothing like location and movement and velocity.
So 1 away. Here's Rajai Davis. Takes a strike. Showed bunt. He is popped out. Flied out. 10-game scoreless streak that covers 13 1/3 innings now for Brad Brock. He once had a 12-game stretch where he didn't allow a run. That one's going to go to the corner. Davis with that great speed on his way to second base. Rajai Davis will go in with a stand-up double with 1 down here in the 8th inning. The ball game not over yet. As promised earlier in the game, we've selected the Data Strong Fan photo of the game. So tweet your strongest fan photo to O's Couch Cam. You might see yourself in an upcoming broadcast brought to you by T-Mobile.
Well, Brad Brock with Tommy Hunter being shipped off to the Cubs is going to be an integral part the last 2 months of this bullpen. Bring up Mike Wright, and as you mentioned, the pulled calf muscle, so he's gone.
Tigers 5 hits now. Grounder towards the runner. Hardy will hold him and get the out on Ghost.
Yeah, good pitch.
2 down. You can follow the Orioles wherever you are. MLB.com at bat, #1 app, live baseball. At bat, up to the moment, any moment. You get StatCast, radio broadcast, replay reviews, and more. MLB.com at bat for your smartphone or tablet. 2 down here in the 8th inning. Iglesias has been held off the board in this ball game. Gosman got him 3 times last time, helped out by a fine play by J.J. Hardy. So Iglesias with a runner on at second base. Tigers going to get another run in here in the 8th inning. They've only had 2 chances with a runner in scoring position. 0 for 2. And the pitch will be there for a strike. Tigers are 10 for 25 in the series in these situations. Pretty good number. There goes the runner. Are you kidding? Well, you got to get the stolen base, and he did. He got a big jump, but.
Well, you're talking about a guy that's stolen more bases than anybody in baseball since 2009, so he knows he can make it.
You better.
Well,
you're down by 3 with 2 outs in the 8th inning. I guess it gets you over there where you can score on a wild pitch.
That's the point.
Yep. 1 ball, 1 strike delivery by Brock, and the pitch will be inside for a ball. Brad has worked only 1 inning against the Tigers in his career, and the Tigers have not had anything off him.
Well, it wouldn't be the first time we've seen people do things that aren't very smart. But Davis is a pretty rare base stealer when it comes to success. And I mean, remember Diaz for the Orioles before he was released and went to the Red Sox, tried to, with 2 outs, at Chris Davis in a 42 game, tried to steal third and then got thrown out.
And not here anymore.
No. I saw Campaneris, great base runner, do it. 2 runs down, get thrown out at third for the final out of the game in Kansas City. Hampy.
Here's the 2-2 delivery by Brock, and that was going to be by him, so he took a hack on a pitch inside, well located, stays at 2-2.
But the best is in Milwaukee. Brewers down 8-0. Jose Cardinal at third, and he's faking like he's going to go home. And Dave McNally said, go ahead. He tried to. Got thrown out. Down by 8 runs. There you go.
Inexplicable.
It really is. Unless you. How many times we go to the ballpark and you always either see something or hear something that you've never seen or heard or discussed before.
Don't know what Osmus is red hot about something over there. Talking to the home plate umpire, Gary Cederstrom. And Osmus is up on the top step arguing about a quick pitch. 2-2 delivery on the way, and swing and a miss. So Rodkins on, gets a couple of strikeouts, no runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 left on base. Bottom of the 8th coming up.
Gets a standing ovation, and then he just simply doubles down the right field line. Machado leads it off with a single. Orioles end up scoring 2 runs into first, which is not a bad idea against these Tigers.
And there's your score. A 6-2 lead, and to the bullpen go the Tigers for the second time.
So Ian Kroll, who comes in, he's got 3 pitches. We commented that maybe overthrown a little bit. But we talked about the travails of the Tigers as far as their pitching. The ERA as a team was 5.73 in the month of July. Only the Rangers at 6.22 runs a game were higher in the American League. As you can see the numbers, obviously you got to make some kind of adjustment. Batting averages over 300, both righties and lefties.
Orioles have scored a run on 3 hits against Kroll in a couple of innings pitched. Chris Davis in. Chris at 0 for 3 does have an RBI in the ball game. Speaking of those July leaders, before we leave the month, ERA leaders team wise, how about the White Sox were number 1? Angels 2 and Oakland 3 in July in ERA. Runs, Yankees, Angels, Tigers. Home runs, Detroit, Seattle, and New York. And the OPS numbers went to New York. Tigers were second, the Angels third.
And I'm kind of liking the scoreboard with the White Sox ahead of the Yankees 6-1 in the seventh. At
Chance
home
to gain a game.
Yeah.
Best hitter individually in the month of July was Eric Hosmer of KC at .385. Trout had 12 home runs to lead the American League in the long ball. Donaldson, Trout, and Kendry Morales of the Royals were the RBI leaders in July, tied for first. As we said, Scott Kazmir had the best ERA at .26, but right behind him, Chris Tillman at 1.31 for the month. That's there for strike. Davis retired.
Yeah, so Kroll comes in, and we're going to get an opportunity the last 2 months. Again, David Price now a Blue Jay somewhere around the corner. Might have thought it might have been a little bit off the plate. Gets the call.
Matt Wieters. Matt with a base hit and an RBI. Came his first time up. He's 1 for 3. We continue our peripheral view of the New York Mets. The ball club that can't pitch, can't hit, should fire its manager and GM. Lucas Duda's picked up a home run tonight, tying the Nationals 2-2 in the 7th inning. Last 7 games for Duda, 8 hits, 8 home runs.
He hit 3 and it lost the other night.
How about that? Wow.
Well, how about Wilmer Flores? They were trading him.
Yeah.
They traded him, or he thought he was traded.
Right.
He signed with him when they were 16. The trade didn't go through because of Carlos Gomez hip, and he hit a walk-off last night. I mean,
and the Mets trail the Nationals by 2 in the 1-loss column.
I tell you, one of the great managerial moves I ever saw was with Terry Collins. And I'm trying to think of the player, terrific right fielder for the Angels, Garrett. Name is escaping me, but he didn't run
Anderson?
a ball. Garrett Anderson. Right here, Camden Yards. Didn't run a ball out. Waited till he got to right field. Sent the runner out. And Garrett Anderson would go on to win the home run hitting contest in the All-Star game. He'd be an All-Star, have a really nice career. And he said, best thing that ever happened to me was that night in Baltimore. When my manager, and it happened to be Terry Collins, called me on that.
That ball down the line, and it will be fouled.
And he did what you're supposed to do.
Duda got 2 home runs tonight.
Pardon?
Has 2 home runs. Duda has 2 tonight. Yeah, I agree. I saw Bobby Cox do that with Mr. Jones when he first came up in Atlanta in center field. Andrew Jones, I was broadcasting the game. Bobby let him go out. Bobby went out to center field. Didn't send a runner. He went out and brought him back with him. And Andrew's career took off from there. That ball goes the other way. Collins misplays it. Off the screen. Matt Wieters on his way to second base.
Yep. So J.D. Martinez, he hits one off his knee. He has got to lead the game. And one of those plays where I think Tyler Collins just thinks he has a beat on it. It's hit pretty hard. And then he just kind of, I mean, you could say he's not much of a hurry to go back because I don't think he thought the ball was carrying that far. Wow. And when it does, it gets over his head.
Going to credit Wieters with a double on that. So Matt is 2 for 4 in the ball game. Flaherty will run for Matt at second base. Obviously, adding on any more runs essential the way this series has gone. J.J. Hardy, a base hit, a run scored. He is 1 for 3. Hardy will take the pitch on the outside corner from Kroll. Well, the Orioles now at double digits in hits. They've got 10 in the ball game. 6 runs, 10 hits, 2 runs, 5 hits for the Tigers. Flaherty getting the lead at second base. Kroll's delivery to Hardy will be fouled away.
Yeah, Ian Kroll, I mean, his stuff, nothing wrong with the raw stuff. When we talk about velocity, I mean, he's got 4 pitches. Al Albuquerque came in the other night. It was the first game of this 4-game series.
0-2 count, 1 down. Hardy hitting just 225 off left-handers, about 25 points less than off the righties this year. JJ continuing his hit streak to 15 games, as did Parra. 1-2. Pretty good secondary lead in the dirt. Good stop made by McCann to hold the runner at second base. Two ball, 2 strike count. And the 2-2 delivery on the way. Hardy will put that one back in the seats. Well, so far in this year's series, and this is game number 6, the Orioles have scored 37 runs in 6 games against the Tigers, and the Tigers have 28 runs in these 6 games. The offensive explosion minimized tonight in comparison, obviously, to the first 2 games. Hardy got jammed on it, pops it up. Raja Davis. He'll make the catch. 2 down. Flaherty back to second base.
Yeah, Ian Kroll came over to the Tigers. He was one of the big trade that the Nationals made to get Doug Fister. So certainly see from an arm standpoint why they got him. Young guy that came through the Nationals organization, Tommy John surgery back in 2011.
Two away. Runner remains at second base. And Paredes with a double. He is 1 for 3 in the ball game. 2 down. Pitch to him. Ground ball towards short. Backhanded Iglesias. Running throw. Good pick at first base by Avila. There'll be no runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left on base. The Orioles are 3 outs away from a W. Southwest Airlines. Book your low fare now at southwest.com. With Jim Palmer, I'm Gary Thorne. There's the windup. There's the delivery. He struck him out. Jim Palmer.
Well, that's what Brock can do. And I'm kind of looking at his numbers. The Orioles, they acquire him before last season, talking about 2014, and he goes 7-1. Everybody kind of remember Phil Regan? I think he's living in Port St. Lucie. I played golf with him a couple years ago, but they called him a vulture because he would come in exactly at the right time. I think he won 14 games the year we played him in the World Series back in the 60s, but that's what they call Brad Brock. But but again, to win games, you usually have to be there at the right time, but you have to get hitters out.
Exactly.
And
still got to get the outs.
So he pitched 100 games over 2 years for the Padres, and Again, the only number that you didn't like is that he walked maybe 1 every 2 innings, but the walks have come down. I never realized till the last year progressed how good that changeup is. Power changeup.
So this is the 9th inning, and the Orioles 3 away. Going to wrap this ball game up right here. Tom Woodring, second base umpire. Jonathan Scope. 1 ball, 1 strike count on Kinsler. Kinsler a double, a single, and he has popped out. Will take the pitch for a strike. Didn't think so. Hitting at .293 in the year.
Yeah, see, he's had no problem even when you get the 2 strikes. Making contact, hitting line drives. The whole month of July, as we mentioned, 41 hits. And again tonight, he apparently still thinks it's July. Popped up the first time and then singled and doubled.
I don't think he looks at a calendar very often, do you? It's a season. 1 game at a time. 2 ball, 2 strike count. And another one. Mercy.
Well, I don't know how you do this. I mean, I know that sounds around a long time. It's hard to hit the ball as, I mean, everybody talks round ball, oblong bat, blah, blah, blah. But how often can you do that?
He is amazing. Tied for 4th coming into the game in hits in the American League. 3's added tonight. Now up to 122 hits on the season. Kinsler with a 3 for 4 in the ball game. So Kinsler leadoff and on here in the 9th inning. Martinez coming up. Oh for 3 in the ball game. Goes after it. Scope gonna have to go quick. Harding in a hurry. Yeah. Big double play.
Yeah, you know, the reason I think that they don't play behind the runner with a 4-run lead, talking to your first baseman and dropping behind Kinsler, is because you want to have the possibility of this. And then you have a terrific infield. If you're Jonathan Scope, all you got to do is catch it, which he does, and then you got to give Hardy a good toss because Martinez doesn't run well. So you don't let Kinsler get that extra step. And you don't, you know, a lot of managers that just put the first baseman either a step over or behind him. But I think Buck Showalter says, you know what, he may hit into a double play, and he does.
So here is Tyler Collins. 2 down, 9th inning. Orioles lead it. Gosman's going to be a winner and go 2-2. Sanchez will take the loss. He will be 10-9 on the year. Orioles will be 53-50. Foul back. Tigers will drop to 50-54. Orioles looking to gain a game on the Yankees. And maybe on the wild card spot. They were only 1 game out behind Minnesota for the 2nd wild card spot. 1 ball, 1 strike delivery by Brock and fouled off. He gets the foul ball on pitch 24 and a 1-2 count.
And then, of course, the Orioles actually have the Twins come to Baltimore. Much better home team than talking about the Twinkies when they are on the road, but still a chance to actually play them themselves.
Seattle leading Minnesota 2-1. They're on top of the 8th in their game. 1-2 delivery down low. White Sox 6-1 over the Yankees. They're in the bottom of the 7th of their ball game.
Yes, we always know until you get that 27th out, there are no such things as done deals.
Nope. 2-2 shift on. Tyler Collins will put it up in the air. And of course it's Para. First game of the Orioles. It's a W. No runs on 1 hit, no errors, nobody left on base. And the Orioles come away with a 6-2 win. They improve their homestand to 5-1, and they go 4-2 on the season against the Tigers. And the Orioles win it 6-2.